going to be making one of my favorite easy quick supper dishes. Okay, it's a black bean chili. Now, black beans, these are just happen to be Goya, but you can use any black bean that you prefer. Should be a staple in anybody's cabinet. These are a great pantry item, as are chopped tomatoes. There's any number of things you can do with both these items, but when you put them together, as we're going to do in this chili, they're just golden. Now, when you're using beans like these, whoops, you'll see that there's a lot of liquid in them. Now, that liquid you have to drain away before you use it, because it's where the salt is. It's where all of the salt in the beans are. You can get like almost your entire day's worth of salt from a can of beans like this. The other thing we're putting in here is a poblano pepper. Now, it's a good thing to have a quick look at this because you can see how it's a beautiful dark green color. It's not, and it's kind of a longer shape. These are the ones that you find dried in ancho chilies, and they're easy to prepare. You just literally go around the top and then you can just pull the seed pod out. Now, these are mildly spicy, and when I say mild, I mean it. They're really a little bit of spice to them, but not too much, but the flavor is really wonderful. So I think I'll show you how to do this. You need to cut any remaining seeds or any of the ribs out, the pith, because any heat there might be is where those are. Just going to cut it into a couple of slices, and then just going to cut it into chunks, or you can dice it. And dicing it, you just cut it across like so. So this is what we're going to be using to put into our chili. Okay, so I think it's time to go to the stove now and start cooking. I'm going to put the heat onto medium-high, and I'm going to be using grapeseed oil, which is a great neutral tasting oil. Now, as soon as this is hot enough, we're going to put in the cumin seeds. Now, when these start to sizzle, which they're starting to now, you don't want them to cook for too long, maybe 30 seconds at most. And these are going to put the flavor of cumin into the oil. You can't do this with powdered cumin because it will just simply burn. And now we're going to put in the garlic. And when this starts to get a little bit brown, and don't want it to get burnt because that's not going to be great for this. Makes it bitter. So next we're going to put in some onion and the poblano pepper that we cut up earlier on. Now we're going to cook these down until they get a little bit soft. Put a little bit of salt on that to help hurry them along. Then we're going to be putting in some chipotle pepper, and I just want to show you this. There's a number of different brands, but this is chipotle in adobo, and it's got a really fabulous smoky flavor. It will give almost a meaty, hot flavor to the chili. Makes it really delicious. Now, what we've done is we've chopped it up. If you want to, you can just put a couple of teaspoons of the adobo paste in. And if you want to be careful about the heat, you can fish one out of the can, take one of these guys out of the can and scrape the seeds out. That'll make it less hot. But this is going to be spicy. We want our chili spicy today. Cook these stirring until they get a bit soft. We're not quite there yet. And all the time that we're doing this is adding what we call building up our flavor base. We're getting the spiciness of the cumin and the garlic, and also the spiciness from the poblano pepper. If you can't find poblano, by the way, you can use an Italian frying pepper or just a regular green pepper, but if you like the heat, you might want to put half a jalapeno in there. Okay, so I'm going to put this in now. I'm going to put in the bay leaf. Now, I'm not going to cook this for too long because I don't want the chipotle to burn. If you can only find a powdered chipotle, this is when you put it in too, but only cook it for a couple of minutes. Right, so that's getting along there. So we're going to put in now the tomato. You notice all of this is being cooked at like a medium-high heat. When it gets hot again, I'm going to put in a little bit of water. Actually, about the same amount of water as we had tomato. I don't want it to be too liquid. Just leave it for a moment. I just want it to get some of that tomato to lose some of its juice. And again, you think, why are you going to have it lose the juice and then add water in there? Because it concentrates the flavor and then makes it better. All right, now it's time to add the beans. There you go, our drained black beans. If you make your own beans at home, you can actually add the bean broth instead of water. And our final flavor is going to be some cilantro. What we're going to do is putting in a whole branch of cilantro. I'll put 2 in, why not? And just going to put that on top, turn the heat down to simmer, cook it for about 15 minutes. After simmering for 20 minutes, remove the cilantro stems and stir in some lime juice, probably about the juice of 1 lime or 2 tablespoons. Garnish with chopped cilantro and, if you like, some grated cheese. For more videos, visit our website, cookforyourlife.org, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest.